Hey everybody, this is Kai Altair here with Kai Talks About, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you guys about the DS3231 RTC, which is a real-time clock. Now what this does is, with your microcontroller, it can actually tell it the day, the time, down to the second actually. And you can use this information to trigger certain events, such as when it's your birthday, it plays a certain tune, or if you wanted it to do certain events depending on what month it was. So I personally use it and can use it for my enclosure, for my formicarium, for my ants. And in a previous video I talked about that, where at certain months, if I wanted to, I could allow the enclosure to get a little colder or a little warmer depending on the time of day. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight to the RTC module and I'll talk to you guys more about it. Alrighty guys, so here is the DS3231. And as you can see, this one, it's actually pretty good. I just got it recently. I actually got a set of them. This one will be the newest one. So the first thing that you guys need to know when using this is that it typically comes with a coin cell battery. I normally check the voltage on it just in case it's dead. Actually, if you look closer, it has a little tab here, and here's the battery. So when you take that out, this is actually a CR2032. You can actually get more of these from Walmart. It doesn't cost too much, about 12 bucks. But the biggest thing about this module is that this battery can keep this clock alive for about 3 to 5 years. So this is actually a backup battery. So you would normally, if you look closely here, you can see where it says VCC. That's actually for your 5 volt for your LED or microcontroller output. And this actually powers an LED that'll light up, which I'll show you in a minute. So this is the backup battery, and when you're powering it with your microcontroller, the LED will light up. However, when you disconnect it, it still keeps the time and still cycles the clock. The only difference is that the LED won't be on, so you won't know it's working unless you hook it up to your computer and you can actually check the serial monitor on it. But before we go into further detail, there's actually something very important that you guys need to know, and that is there are some connections that actually need to be severed to maintain the safety of your module and possibly even your house. So the biggest problem with this module is that not even this specific one, this individual item, but with all of them typically, is that it actually has a circuit to try and recharge this battery. The only problem being that this is not a lithium ion, meaning it cannot be recharged, which you don't really need because each one of these can last for several years. So that means that there are connections that need to be taken out. And that'll be, if you hold your 3231 RTC, this connection needs to be severed, and this one is as well. Now, you can also remove this one, which is what I need to do. When I actually bought it, these two already came removed, but I just need to take this one out, remove it, and then you'll be good. And that's just to ensure that it doesn't try and have any voltage directed into this battery, which could cause it to explode potentially, and that can cause a fire, obviously. So once you have these individual pieces removed here and here, as well as this top one right here, once you're done with that, you can go ahead and proceed to the next step, which is the coding. In order for you to do the coding, you first have to know how to hook it up. So as far as connecting it to your microcontroller, the only pins that you will need is your SCL, your SDA, your VCC, and your ground. You won't need your 32K or your SQW. Now, if you have an LEGU or Arduino Uno, it should have a dedicated SCL and SDA pin. However, if you have a micro like I have, that doesn't exist. However, for your SCL pin, you can connect that to analog pin 5, and for SDA, you connect that to analog pin 4, as those are dedicated pins for your SCL and SDA. For your VCC, it'll be 5 volts, and your ground will connect to your ground. Now, here you can see my tentacled, a bit of a mess. It looks a little different, a little weird, whatever. This is actually already previously hooked up, so I already have the ground connected. I have my 5 volt connected, as well as my SCL and SDA. And so now with this connected already to the RTC module. You can see the back part where I already had everything soldered. So at this point, we'll go ahead and switch over to the computer where I bring up the Arduino IDE. Alrighty guys, so we are now in the Arduino IDE. I already have a sketch open called DS3231 clock set. You don't have to name it the same title I did. It's just what I use for a quick reference. So this code is also, just so you know, is not made by me. This was actually something I found online a while ago, so I take no credit for this. Now, the two things that you guys need to be concerned about, and I'll have the code in the description so you can just copy paste it as you want, is this section. This is what you need to worry about. If RTC lost power, it'll serial print RTC lost power, let's set the time, and then this will be the default time. It will always print. It will always show when you disconnect all power. So in order to do this, the first thing you need to know is you need to disconnect the coin cell battery from the clock module. And that'll be so that when you disconnect power from the microcontroller and reapply that power, this will be the default show. So how this works is from the most general to most specific, 2017 being your year, 9 being your month, 18 being your day, 17 being your hour in military time, 5 being your minute, and 45 being your seconds. The next thing that you guys need to worry about is this stuff at the bottom. It's already commented out, so when you copy and paste it, this is all unnecessary information because we don't care about the future year, month, day, hour, minute, or second, so I just did a multi-line comment out. And at the bottom, you want to make sure you're careful about this part. Make sure that delay, you can have it as 1 second or 10 minutes, however long or short you want to. Just ensure that this is not in this commented out section. So we're going to go ahead and do an adjustment. We already have the year, the month, the day. We just need the hour, minute, and second. So right now it is 1700 and it is 09. Let's pull up. Looks like it just turned 09. So we'll have it at 9 minutes. Actually, let's just take it out so it's just at 9 minutes. And then for the seconds, we're going to probably put it at 30, but we'll check it again. So just so you guys know how this is going to work, you're going to remove the coin cell battery from the RTC module. You're going to compare the date, you're going to compare the time here, minutes and seconds, to the minutes and seconds on your computer. Then once you upload, it's going to say that it's done uploading. Then you're going to remove power, reapply power, and then you're going to start up your serial monitor, and that default time and date will pop up, and you're good to go. And then you can put the coin cell battery in. Just make sure you don't forget. So as of right now, it is 5:10. So we already have it 17. So we'll go ahead and put it at 10. And this should take no more than, let's say 30 seconds. It's going to be a few seconds off, but that's no biggie. We'll wait 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay. Plug it back in. Activate serial monitor. All right. And then we'll compare the time. So you can tell it's about 5 seconds off, which is really good. I mean, there's going to be a slight delay. It's not going to be 100% perfect, but this is definitely pretty accurate. It's just 5 seconds off. Another thing that you guys should note when it comes to this RTC is that you can adjust the time at you can adjust the interval. So this one is every second. If you want it to go super fast, which is like every half second, you can. I wouldn't do it because it's just filling up, like all of this is just going to get filled up, and it's just really unnecessary, to be honest. So you can have, like I said before, 5, 10 seconds, whatever. Just make sure you press upload and go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the battery, and then we'll be done from there. So in order to do a test to show you guys that this actually does work, we already inserted the coin cell battery. I'm going to go ahead and remove the power. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and clear the output. Go ahead, back minimize. Now, all right, this is still working. So you heard the noise, it's disconnected. And just to prove it again, here, just so you guys can see, I'll click upload. And there's a problem uploading to the board. That means it's not connected. So that's my proof. I'm gonna plug her back in. Okay, error opening serial port at COM9. I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of, oh, it was just working anyway. So let's do that again. All right, so there you go. It's already updating every second. I'm gonna pull it up here. And as you guys can see, it does still work with a 5-second delay, but that is perfect. That is perfectly okay. All right, so that was my proof. It actually does work so long as you keep the coin cell battery in after you have the default time set and reinstall it. So without further ado, let's go ahead into our closing statements. Alrighty guys, so that is the tutorial for the DS3231 RTC clock module. I hope you guys found this video very interesting. If you did, please like, subscribe. Hopefully you guys will leave a comment down in the comment section about other topics that you guys would like me to cover. And I hope you guys share with your friends other sites and hit the little bell icon so that you'll be notified of future video postings. I'm Kai with Kai Talks About. I hope you guys have a very beautiful and blessed day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.